Hello and welcome to yet another YouTube video here on this channel. In today's video, we are diving into my favorite AI applications. So AI applications I use on a regular basis. Some of these I've used for a long time and I've covered before. Others I've recently started using. We have 4 apps on the list today because it is only 4 apps, AI apps that I use on a regular basis, so almost daily. I use these applications. Some of them I only use during the week, the work week. Others I actually use every single day. The first one is Mymind, which I actually use every single day. This is a note-taking app, you can call it, or you can look at it as a blend between Google and Pinterest, or even look at it as your own personal Pinterest board. I've been playing around with doing my to-do list inside of here. Hasn't worked out the way I wanted it to, so I think I won't do that, but it was cool to try it out. I use this to capture everything that might inspire me, and I used this amazing search to actually find the things I'm looking for. So let's see, say I'm looking for a color palette. Let's try and spell that right. And here I will get all of the different color palettes I've saved. And I can jump into one of these and I can actually copy the hex codes of each one of these, which is great whenever I'm sitting and designing for multiple different brands. So I have a work brand for my day job, which is this color right here, and a couple more. I have a palette for my clothing brand. I have a palette for my personal brand, and there is just too many colors to keep control of every single day. So that's why I like this, and I also like that you can easily capture things. So I've just captured these from X or Twitter, and the AI has actually given it all of the tags. And I'm not really that into cars, but I like this black color right here. So I wanted to save it for that specific reason. We also have a same vibe feature for your images. Whenever I press this, I get all of the images that have the same vibe. So this gets better the more you actually put into it, and I haven't put enough into it. I've only been using it regularly again for a couple of months, I think. But I love the application. I love just saving things. These are things I am want to buy later. So these have the tag wish list, and I have all of my YouTube video ideas, all of the books I want to read, and we also have what's called smart spaces, which are basically smart folders where I have my reading list for my books, I have my reading list for my articles, and I pay for the mastermind plan, which costs 12.90 each month. Uh, and here I have like the whole article, and I can read through it, and I can put my notes right here in what's called Mind Notes. And this has the read later tag. If I jump into my book notes, you can see that I have actually done that. I take my notes right here, and these are actually searchable. So it is a beautiful looking note-taking app with a beautiful AI, UI, a beautiful AI as well. But the AI works quite well in actually tagging your images and organizing things for you, as it has done here, like the neoclassical tag, and it has given it to both of the pictures I saved for that specific purpose. So everything that might motivate me or inspire me, I just put into here. I don't spend too much time organizing it, but I do on a regular basis try and go through it and look through everything that is inside of here, and just add a little bit of serendipity to my note taking. And this is definitely my favorite AI application. I like the way they improve the app. I like the way it looks. I like the team behind it and their philosophy. I just love this application, and that's why this is the one I will be spending most time on in this video, but this app is called Mymind. It has two pricing plans. One is $12.90 each month and one is $5.90 each month. What you get with the higher pricing is the article and article backups. So if we jump into my reading list here, I have a backup of the article. So even if the URL disappears, I will still have this inside of my note-taking app, and it strips away everything, just giving me the article right here, which I can read through. So I really love that feature, and I also have the TLDR right here, which is also a um, part of the mastermind plan. That is the main difference between the two pricing plans. One more thing I wanted to add is that they actually have a great newsletter every single week. One of the articles right here is actually captured from their newsletter, which is really fun. They have a amazing newsletter, which always seems to inspire me. Now let's jump into the second application. The second application is actually called voicenotes AI, and I can't show you everything inside of here because I mainly use this as sort of a journaling tool where I talk about things I feel, and I talk about my days. I sometimes talk about note-taking apps whenever I'm thinking about them. I'm planning out a video and I just ramble things into it. It uses Whisper technology to transcribe everything I say, and it does it quite accurately, especially in English. I've tried it in Norwegian as well. It isn't as good, but it does an okay job. I also have an AI here which I can ask questions. So I can do what did I do last week, what is my usual routine, or I can ask it to outline a blog post about my favorite note-taking apps like this, and it will start doing that. And it will use the notes I have inside of voicenotes AI to actually be able to outline this for me. And as you can see, it shows me all of it shows me numbers, which are basically the IDs of the different notes I have inside of here. So a really cool application. This is just something I am playing around with. I like it for the journaling purposes, just being able to get everything off my mind, to offload everything. And it also has this cool little thing right here where you can actually rank out of note takers. So I'm currently ranked 49 out of 32,500, and I have taken a note almost every single day except yesterday. That was the only day I missed, or I actually didn't. I thought I missed yesterday, but it seems like I have actually been taking a note every single day, and I will probably be taking a note today as well. And I have also tried it for one other thing. If we jump into my all view, uh, and this is the blog version of this YouTube video. I tried to just talk everything into here, and first I actually asked it to do the whole blog post for me. And then I asked it for an outline of my main points, which I then put into the next AI application I am going to talk about. But this is voicenotes AI. I paid for the Believer plan after 15 minutes of using it. So I paid $50, I think. And I've used it every single day ever since I bought it. As you can see here, all of the days are, I have taken notes. Some days more than others, but I've taken notes every single day since I got the application. So the next app I am going to talk about is actually an app called Lex, which is a writing assistant. And as I said, I took the AI in note-taking apps. This is the wrong one actually. If I jump back and I jump into my archive, I took my favorite productivity apps, my favorite AI productivity apps, and I put it into here. This is basically an AI editor for your writing. And it works a little bit differently where most AI tools actually do the writing for you. This does not. This actually helps you write by checking your grammar, and you actually have to go through and you have to press to make the changes. So you actively have to change things. You can ask the editor right here questions about your writing, so you could get feedback on your draft, and it will actually provide you with extensive feedback on your draft, which is really cool. It gives you title ideas as well. It has focused sessions where you can set goals. So, for example, 30 minutes and 500 plus words, and you can enter a focus mode. I love the UI of this as well. And I've been using this a lot at work since I write a lot in English, but my English isn't always perfect. Most of the times it isn't. It is my third language, so I struggle a little bit with it. As you can see here, I have just recently started using this as a main tool. I played around with it on a different account earlier, but I just recently figured out that this was an application I wanted to use on a regular basis, especially for work, mainly for work purposes. Um, Not necessarily for my blog posts, even though I write my blog post inside of here as well. But I will be mainly using it for my day job, where it is really important that my English is at a high level because I work in B2B marketing, and you just have to maintain a high level of grammar when you're writing marketing copy or sales copy. That's why I am using this application. I love the UI UX of it. I think it has a beautiful user interface for writing as well. And just in general, I think it is a really good writing application. When it comes to the pricing of this, you can subscribe for $12 each month, billed annually, or $18 each month if billed monthly. And on the free plan, I think you get 30 checks each month. But I'm not completely sure, but I will double check that. So I have double checked that, and it is $30, 30 checks each month on the free plan. I'm still on the free plan because I haven't passed 30 checks yet, but once I do, I um I will pay for the pro plan. I'm not sure if I will pay yearly or I will go for the monthly plan. The next application is one that is better on the phone, but I have the pro plan here as well. I think I paid $49 or something like that. Uh, I got it at a cheaper price than the normal pricing, but I really like this application. It uses AI to give you music or soundscapes in the background whenever you're working. So whether that's focus mode, you can have relax mode, sleep, s- spatial orbit, rainy outside. There are many options. I think this is study and Wiggly Wisdom. There are a lot of great options. I like the music on it. I often listen to music when I am working, and having something like this which doesn't distract me but actually helps me a little bit staying more focused. And I would probably pay for something that didn't distract me instead of using Spotify and lis- listening to music with lyrics that keep on distracting me. I would rather use something like this. So I am on the pro plan of this. I mainly use this for focus whenever I'm writing, so I don't use it all the time. I only use it whenever I am writing things, but it is a great application and I enjoy using it. The last app I'm going to talk about is actually a familiar one. This is Chatgpt, and I have used this for a bunch of things. I actually use this to fix my grammar, but now I am actually using it to help me turn my blog posts into uh, Twitter threads or X threads. Are they called X threads now? I'm not sure, but I mainly use it now to turn my YouTube videos or my blog posts, the scripts from my YouTube videos and my blog posts, to turn them into different types of content. So what people would hire an assistant for to help them with, I use ChatGPT for. It isn't as good as using a human, but I can't afford hiring a human for this. So that's why I use ChatGPT. I also use it as sort of a search engine and a thought partner whenever I have specific questions or things I want to discuss. I use ChatGPT for this, and as you can see, I've been using it for a long time and I've been using it a lot. So that is all of the AI applications I use regularly. All of these are apps I do enjoy and I plan on using for a long while. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below and I will try to get to them as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching today's video.